Hello everyone and welcome back to Island Driver TV. My name is Puna Choo and we're just recapping real quick. That drive was absolutely a blast and we're going to take a deep dive into this Ferrari Roma and see what it has in store for us. When you think of Ferraris, what do you think of? For me, I think of a V8 that screams to high heaven. I think of a gated 6-speed manual transmission, a nice red color paint job just like this, but the motor has to be in the back. This Ferrari goes against everything we've been taught to believe about Ferraris. Well, the vehicle is red, which doesn't go against everything we've been taught to believe about Ferrari. However, instead of being in the back, the motor is up front. Now take a look at this. This is a beautiful 3.9 liter V8 twin turbo. Like I said earlier, I was taught to believe Ferraris are V8 screamers. This thing has more of a growl, but with those twin turbos, it sure gets you up to speed really quickly. All right, folks, so I had the opportunity to drive this, so I want to give a massive shout out and big thank you to Brad and Richard from the JN family. But this vehicle, driving it, it's totally different. It takes a few moments to get used to just because, primarily, your blinkers are no longer on a sock. It is on a button, which is on the steering wheel. Now, this vehicle also is interesting because to adjust mirrors, it's all touchscreen over here on the sides. And when you adjust the Monotino, it can go from docile creature to I'm gonna kill you. This vehicle is a perfect daily driving vehicle. It is very, very soft when you want it to, yet firm when you need it to be. The power behind it is absolutely exemplary. If you're looking for a daily driving Ferrari, look no further. When you step into this vehicle, you'll notice two things. First, the smell, that leather, it just screams new car smell, but with a little bit of Italian oomph to it. And then you'll notice the seats. They're finely appointed with a little bit of Alcantara in between on the back side and on the leg side, just to make sure you don't slip when you hit it. But other than that, when you step in and sit, it's like getting into a nice cloud. It's not as firm as what you're used to in the normal traditional Ferraris. The next thing you'll notice is when you look at the dash, you're gonna see Alcantara with a nice little seam right down the middle. This vehicle is finely appointed with nice leather stitching, all of those things which you've come to find with Ferrari. Next thing, when you're in here, you're gonna notice a little throwback from the gated 6 days. You have a little bit of a gated area where you can shift the vehicle into automatic manual reverse, that sort of thing. It is absolute joy to drive and an absolute joy to sit. In case the seats weren't bougie enough, even your sun visors are leather. Absolutely astounding. When I received the opportunity to drive this vehicle, it was nothing but laughs and giggles all the way, especially through the RPM band. This vehicle is equipped with that 3.9 liter V8 twin turbo with a double clutch transmission that screams and growls all the way up to redline. It's amazing how one is a little bit short, but two, second gear will get you through the RPM band so quickly. And it's a little bit light on the steering, so as you get up to speed, you'll notice that the steering gets a little bit tight, which is what I like. Steering to me is very important, especially on a vehicle that you know can go fast. And that was my short impression of this Ferrari Roma, but after these messages, Ed Kemper will be here to tell us about his experience with it. Stay tuned.